Have you ever had a conversation and then had it again and again later in your head? You go over what you said, what they said, what you should have said. You adjust it, you rewrite it in your head, and you replay it from a different angle. And somehow it still doesn't feel right. It doesn't settle in. It just keeps looping around and around. So you start wondering, why can't I let this go? In the last episode, we talked about how quickly we decide what something means. This is what often happens next. Once your mind assigns meaning to a moment, it wants resolution. And if it doesn't get it, it keeps going back over and over and over. That replaying, well, it's not random. Your mind is trying to do something very specific. It's trying to make sense of what happened. It's trying to fill in anything that feels incomplete. It's trying to protect you from getting it wrong the next time. It's looking for closure. But here's the problem. Most of the time, there isn't a clear answer. So the loop doesn't stop. It doesn't end. I've had moments where I catch myself halfway through a reply and I realize I'm not even solving anything anymore. I'm just going over it again and again. Almost like if I think about it one more time, I'll finally feel good about it all. That rarely happens. What keeps the loop alive is this. You're trying to get certainty from something that doesn't have certainty. You want to know what they meant, how it came across, whether you handled it right. But without new information, your mind just keeps recycling the same material, and each time it can feel a little more convincing, a little more personal. And again, now this part matters. Thinking about something isn't the problem. Reflection can be useful. Learning from a conversation, now that's healthy. But here's a point where it changes. Reflection helps you understand. Replaying it keeps you stuck. And the line in between those two can be very thin. So what helps? Well, not forcing yourself to stop thinking about it. That usually doesn't work. Instead, try noticing when it changes, when it moves from, let me think about this, to, I've already thought this through, and I'm still here. That's your signal. That's the moment to step out of the loop, not by solving it, but by recognizing there's nothing new here. In the next episode, we're going to talk about something really important. When it's actually not you, and how to tell the difference between self-awareness and self-blame. Because not everything you replay is yours to fix. So here's something to try this week. The next time you catch yourself replaying a conversation, instead of saying, what did I miss? Try asking, is there anything new here? And if the answer is no, that might be your sign to let it rest. Let me ask, do you find yourself replaying conversations after they're over? What kind of situations tend to stick with you the most? Let's have that conversation down in the comments. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.